I'm looking at some of the topics in ASP. The term here called CGI. CGI is a standard method to generate dynamic content on web and web applications. CGI, when implemented on website, provides interface between web server and program that generate web content. This program are known as CGI or simply CGI script. Scripting language is programming language. So in 1990, the NESA team wrote specification calling command line executed while talk emailing list. However, answer no longer hosted. The other web server developed operated and standard for web server. So uh, we'll look at HTTP. Each web server runs HTTP server software which responds to requests from web browser. In general, HTTP server has a directly folder which is designated document collection files that can be sent to web browser. For example, if web server has domain example.com, this document is stored as USR Apache htdocs in the file system. Then the web server responds to example index by sending out a pre-written file at index.htdocs. CGI extends allowing owner of web to design a directory in document as well as containing executable script binary file pre-install page known as CGI directory. For example, /user Apache htdocs CGI bin could be designated as CGI directory. If a web browser requests a URL that points to a file, then instead of simply sending it, the web browser has to run a specific script. Here is everything script has to send standout was passed to the web client instead of being shown on the terminal screen. CGI also allows the web browser information to script via URL or HTTP post. Now syntax. The following CGI program shows all environment path variable. So you have a server specific variable, you have request specific variable, server specific server underscore software, so underscore name, gateway underscore. So that was about CGI. I'm looking at w3skill.com. ASP objects. We have ASP response, request, application, session, server, error, file system, text, drive, folder. But there are 5 main ASP objects. So I'll first talk about them. But in general, we have ASP application object, ASP request object. Application object on web server because of several people that work together for some purpose. The application object is used to file together. Application object used to store and access variable from any page, just like session. The difference is that all users share one application object with session one object at each user. The application object holds information that would be used by many pages in application, like database connection information. Information can be accessed from any page. Information can also be changed in one place and changes what reflected in all pages. So collection, static object, method, event. So these are the static objects. Now I'm looking at ASP5 objects. That is one question all the time. So before I go there, let me talk about the ActiveX data object. ADO comprised of component object model for accessing data sources. A part of MDA, it provides middleware layer between programming language and OLEDB. Means accessing data stored by database or not in uniform manner. ADO allows developer to write program that access without implemented. No knowledge of SQL is required, although ADO can use to execute SQL command. Microsoft ADO came in 1986. Positioning software as success Microsoft earlier object. RDO remote data object. ADO has fields, property, parenthesis, error. ADO object is connection, command, record set, immediate, batch, record, stream, parameter, field, property, error. Some basic steps required to able to access ADO: create connection object to the database, create record set object on save data, open the collection, populate the record set by opening and passing the desired table, do all the desired cross fetching data, commit changes, close connection, close the communication. So here is an ASP ADO name field called phone book and phone number as equal to 555. Dim my connection, my record set, call name. Set my connection is equal to server.createObject.ado.connection. Set record set is equal to server.createObject ado.connection. My connection.open is equal to my record set.open phone book, my connection. My record set.find is equal to phone book is equal to 555. Name is equal to record set field found name. My record set close. My record set missing. My record. This is equal to ASP code which uses plain SQL instead of functionality of the record. Dim my connection. Set my server. Set my select name from where phone book is equal to 55. My record set. So that was about the AD object. I want to go to 5 objects that we have here. So let me see if there are something here. So active serve pages, 5 objects. So cookie, I'm not sure. The request object, this is used to receive data from client browser, include cookies, files, HTML provides way to retrieve information. So the request object. Then you have the response object. This is used to send data or HTML code from directories or memory location from server back to the client browser. Your session object, this is used to store data and create work area for each user who visits navigates around the web page. It provides continuous state that is lost in static HTML when you remove one HTML page. This is the session object. Then you have application object. This is to allow more than one user run an application from web server, which can separate program link web pages, ASP script themselves. Without this, one would be setting or resetting counter calculation that were used in by the important consideration online service. Then you have the server object. This is used to contain information about the web server itself, performing cleanup of user information no longer needed, and create and terminate input output connection applications like dataset record that should not be shared on common multiple. So that is server object. I'm just repeating the names again: the request object, the response object, session object, application object, and server object. So these were the 5 ASP models.